First appointment of the day, we're here at Tudor. Of course, Tudor, we're always excited to see what they're coming out with because A, the price point on Tudors tend to be quite phenomenal, and B, people really like the product.
100%. And this year, there's some pretty hot releases, and I'm feeling pretty good that in our predictions, we got a few of them right. So
yeah. Well, I have to give you the credit. Okay. You did the predictions.
Look, teamwork makes the dream work, Zach. But we're here. I'm really glad this is the first appointment, and let's start with I think what's the hottest release of Tudor, the Pelagos Ultra. So let's talk about it. 43 mils, titanium case, and 1,000 meters water resistant with a METAS movement.
Yeah. Now look, this is a release that's probably a bit more exciting for you. You have a bigger wrist at 43 millimeters. And I can appreciate that higher depth rating.
Yes.
But I'm never going down that far. Which is why there's some other Tudor product that we're going to talk about in a minute that's probably more my game. But before we dive into that side of it, is there anything else Pelagos Ultra-wise that we need to tell people?
So it comes on either a bracelet or a rubber strap. It's got a diver's extension, and it's a slightly different diver's extension than we're used to seeing on the Pelagos, slightly more refined. But cool to see this super diver from Tudor, bit of a competitor to the Sea Dweller.
Yeah, and I believe the color is almost like this aquamarine teal.
Yeah, there's a little teal pop on the text, which is very cool. And then again, nice contrast to red text.
Exactly. It's a nice bolder little touch. But look, okay. I'm glad that you've got a nice bigger watch for yourself, but I think for me, something that I'm pretty stoked to see is not only do we have new 58s, we have new 58s with T-fit.
God bless.
T-fit, yeah, God save T-fit, whatever the expression we should use here. But that was a real thing when the 54 came out. I almost wondered if the 58 was obsolete because now you have a 2 millimeter smaller version. But that micro adjustment class really is a game changer.
It's a game changer. It's one of the best micro adjustments in the business.
Yeah.
It's so effortless. I use mine every day, just slipping it on and up, depending on my wrist growing or shrinking throughout the day. And to see this beautiful burgundy color, to have T-fit on both the 3-link and 5-link options too.
Yeah, which is new for the 58 to have that 5-link. Personally, I think a diver should only be on the rivet style or the rubber. That's just my opinion.
We're not going to wade into the
this is too much. But the real other big sort of highlight of these 58s as well is the nod to the mid-90s model with a burgundy sunburst dial.
Oh, and it really captures the light brilliantly.
Yeah.
I can see that playing beautifully in the water, like just absolutely popping. But at the same time, we've got this smaller watch. Tudor have gone big literally this year because the other dive watch or Black Bay that's come out is the Black Bay 68, which is also 43 mil like the Pelagos Ultra. It's steel, but 68 is an important year, Zach. Why is 68 so important?
Yeah, I was gonna say, this has nothing to do with the design that was made in 1968 in terms of a watch itself. It's not like the 54 in that way, or even the 58. What this really is 68 is a nod to the year that Tudor first introduced the snowflake hands.
Which is a massive signature of the brand. And these watches are really cool. They've got black bezels, there's a blue sunburst dial and a white dial. Again, 43 mil, we talk a lot about watch sizes moving smaller, tastes and gravitating towards smaller dimensions, but it's cool to see Tudor still play to the big boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Tudor a pass on this one because ultimately they do a good job of rounding out each sort of size point, let's say, right? Like you've got your 37, you've got your 39, you've got your 41, and you've got 43. So that's far better than most brands would be sort of putting out there.
We have a new Black Bay Chrono. They've tweaked the case slightly.
Yeah, the naked eye probably won't really catch too much, but on the wrist, that's where you'll perhaps feel the difference. Bit thinner, a bit more pulled in lug to lug. It's just a nice evolution that we've been seeing even on other collections within Tudor, especially as the METAS models have been introduced.
And again, we have an option of 3-link or 5-link with T-fit.
Yeah.
Good to see T-fit taking over. Again, not revolutionary, still pretty cool. Black dial option. So we've got Panda and reverse Panda. We're used to seeing that. Something that I am very keen to see though is, and we absolutely called this, Black Bay Pro now with a white opaline dial.
Yeah. I was very stoked when we saw the watch in the case. I said, "Oh, Jamie's going to be a few $1,000s poorer very soon."
I don't know if I'd want both. I'm really happy with the black.
That's true.
And they are different beyond just the dial. Where the original has block lume plots made from aluminous ceramic, the opaline dial one, they are conventional filled lume plots, which again makes it look more like the Explorer 2 Polar.
Wasn't that something else you predicted?
I called it. I called it.
He's got a source he's not telling us about.
I'm going to ride on. Give me this for day one. I think, look, some of the other predictions we made for the fair haven't quite made it, but what, 2 out of 6 ain't bad.
Well, speaking of that prediction, like you said, it seems like there's a countdown clock over there. It's not something that's being released today, but we imagine that when it is released, it's going to be aligned with your...
It's going to be a new V-carb watch. So that was one of the other predictions we made, is that, of course, Tudor has this partnership with Visa Cash App Red Bulls Racing in Formula One. They've got this diorama here and some Nixie tubes counting down 32 days. So just trying to think which Grand Prix that aligns to. But
I'm not the F1 expert.
I'm not the F1. I've been focused on Watches and Wonders, man. But that's just it. That will almost certainly be connected to a Grand Prix, and we'll see a new V-carb team watch. Whether it's white ceramic or not, I don't know. Maybe it will just be a white dial, but cool to see that it's happening. And indeed, there's a bit of a theme running at this Watches and Wonders. There's a lot of F1 stuff going on. We've got Tudor, we've got other brands with F1 cars in their booths. So
listen, as much as I may not be an expert on the sport, it is the world's fastest growing sport right now, and it makes sense for watch brands to align watches, racing cars. It may as well be peanut butter and jelly. But okay, look, I think I already know the answer to this. If you could take one watch from this group, is it the...
It's not the Pro.
It's not the Pro.
It's the Pelagos Ultra, because I think, again, it's having this super diver. I love a super diver, but being titanium, it's light on the wrist, so it's not as intimidating as a Sea Dweller or other super water resistant watches. You've got that lightness on wrist. The pop of teal is nice. You have the option of rubber or bracelet. Good to see some Pelagos love as well, when we've seen a lot of Black Bay love recently. So I think for me, it'd be the Pelagos. What would be your pick?
Yeah, so look, I agree with you on the Pelagos Ultra front, and look, Rolex with Deep Sea Challenge, 50 millimeters. It's nice to see that, even though we've gone large, we haven't gone too large for the Tudor side of the equation. For me, it's got to be the 58.
Yeah.
It's a watch. I used to own the original. I used to own the blue, and the reason why I don't own either anymore is because I couldn't find that right fit. And so for the 58 to now have T-fit and to have this burgundy scheme, which is quite reddish in hue. So as a dive watch, it really would match the glasses. Look, guys, thanks for watching. Please let us know in the comments what your favorite Tudor release is, and if you're going to be racing to the store to buy one. Yeah, we want to know. We always love hearing it. And as always,
don't be a stranger.
See you on the next one.